Hello and welcome to another update video about Solana. I know Solana hasn't moved a lot since my last video, but we're getting into a very interesting formation here and really a tipping point really, where we can see a potential decision coming up. And these are the moments where money can be made, and I wanted to make you aware of that before it actually happens, because, you know, as always, when we get a breakout, it doesn't really make sense. I tell you afterwards. So there we go. You can see it straight away. So maybe the higher level picture where we're coming from, also for everybody who's new on the channel. We've been talking about this way to the all-time high, obviously, into November, and then at some point in November we talked about that the peak is reached and that we are going to head down to the target area here, and the target level that I've been highlighting a lot was the $100 level that was reached. Seemed unbelievable back in November. We did finally reach it. When we reached the $100 level, I reduced the target area down because I still primarily believe we're going to end up in this region here between $30 and $55. That is between the 88.7% and the 78.6% Fibonacci retracement level. Okay, so this is where I primarily still see the price go, and the reason for that is two things. First of all, I don't think Bitcoin has completed its correction yet, and also there are many reasons for that, and I do explain all of that in my Bitcoin videos. The second reason is that Solana is still in the descending channel. Solana, in my view, still as per the chart and the structure, has not started its uptrend yet, and as long as a crypto still is in a downtrend, you can only assume that there is more downside coming. Otherwise it doesn't make sense. Otherwise it's just speculation. So you have to change your approach as soon as you see something different in the charts. I don't see that difference yet, don't see a different pattern, but we could have something coming up here, because what looked like a descending triangle before, could becoming a descending wedge, and that would be essentially a bullish pattern. But we already talked about that here in the last video, but we're really getting squeezed into this apex. So what is this orange? So the green area is this target area, yeah, where I still expect the price to go into, but it doesn't have to, it doesn't have to. And the reason is Solana did reach its target area already with $100, and based on that, it has done the minimum it needs to do for a correction. This here is, in my view, preferable, especially the $55 if we get to that, but it doesn't need to. Yeah, it has fulfilled the minimum requirements it needs to do in the current wave. Yeah, again, everything relating to the Elliott wave method and the rules and everything, it has done the minimum. It doesn't need to do more. It can do more, but it doesn't need to do more. Other cryptos need to do more, like Bitcoin, like Polkadot, yeah, but Solana doesn't. And at any point in time, you could see the breakout here, and therefore I did already start the dollar cost average in. We talked about that, and you are now here at this breakout point. The purple zone between $75 and $81, that is a zone, it's a support zone above which the price is currently finding support. Different support levels here, and this is the zone through which Solana would need to break in order to get to that $55 level. However, it doesn't mean it has to break below it. It means it could also break out of this channel. Yeah, because this descending channel has been restricting Solana since November. So it is a huge, it's of huge importance and relevance. And if we see Solana break out of this could be big. It could lead at least to, in my view, the first target would be that previous high here at $105. And the next one would be at $120, yeah. And if you break above 120, we can be more certain that the low was already in. But this is more about, you know, dollar cost averaging. What I do already is more about the longer term. I want to catch the swings, yeah, the large swings. I think we might have seen the low already, possibly not, or likely not. And if we go to 55, in the end, it won't matter if I bought at 81 or if I bought at 55, because the projection for Solana is, and we can take a look at that as well, the projection for Solana is above $400, $450, yeah, for the next wave up. If we draw the fib levels here, see if I can just do that quickly here. So here you can see actually how this 88.7% and the 78.6% fib levels, how they are, basically the support and resistance or the support levels of that green target area. But this is a wave 1 here to the all-time high. This is a wave 2 in which we currently are. The next wave would be a wave 3 to the upside, ideally, unless it's another 1-2, hopefully not. But if it's a wave 3, the wave 3 target would be the 1.618 at least. So we're talking here at least about a $422 level. But that's the absolute minimum, The wave 3 can also go to the 200%, $522. It can even go higher, and that depends on how the next structure is looking like. But I'd be looking here at least at a $422 level. So that is, and if you buy then at 56 or 81, it makes a difference. But is it really? I mean, the alternative is that you might actually miss the boat here. But that's up to you, and I'm not telling you when to buy, but I can only tell you when I buy. But that is essentially here what we're looking at. This pattern, this descending wedge pattern, and we are in this apex. We are in this apex. So I expect at some point today or tomorrow actually here a breakout. Again, that could be down or up, but if it goes up, it is a long opportunity, absolutely. Short-term long trade opportunity. And what I would like to do personally, if I spot it when it happens, and I'll make you aware before it happens so that you can actually spot it as well, because I might not be able to make a video when it actually happens. So breakout with a volume confirmation, a retest of that support level here, possibly at $81, $82, and then a volume confirmation to the upside. And my first profit target would be here at $100, just below that. That's what I usually do. I take profits slightly before we reach a level. And here the next one would be at 120, but again I would take profits a little bit lower. So I would take profits in stages. That would be a short-term long opportunity from my point of view. Absolutely. And we can see various cryptos now currently various cryptos are in this descending wedge pattern, and that could be an indication of an upcoming breakout to the upside. Bear in mind, we still have the 50-day moving average here, currently at $95, so that might provide some resistance. And generally, when you do it, when you fail the retest and we actually break back below that $81, $82 level, then that is a sign for me that the uptrend is not working out. That the potential breakout that you're seeing here is actually not working out. And then, I would say, that's it. So close the trade. That's my point of view here. And looking interesting. So really, really interesting opportunity. And you can actually feel the tension when you look at the chart. It's really, really getting squeezed into this apex. So very, very interesting. And it looked a bit like a descending triangle before, but now if you look at the daily chart especially, you can actually see it is a descending wedge. You can even draw it like that and you're not cutting through any candles. There is a bit more space then to move for Solana to move further down. So we could expect that before the breakout happens, but we're really already in the apex. So there is not much more room for Solana to go to. And you could even, and that's again where it comes in the subjectivity of drawing patterns. Could even do it that way, but then again, you're cutting through candles here. I don't really like doing that. But again, the message is either way, you're very close in an apex. And if you see here the breakout, it might be an opportunity. All right, that's my view here on Solana. Hopefully you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, subscribe, and leave a comment. And if you really like these updates, and if you like the content in general, maybe check out the channel membership where you can get access to the Telegram live chat, the Discord server, and the weekly live stream. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.